can't defenestrate. Welcome back. Game Wolf plays Crash Bandicoot and totally was not swearing while dying horrible deaths by the thousands. Nah, man, it's all good in the neighborhood. Is it me or is it some of the stuff not rendering the way it's supposed to? Anyway, here we are. We're gonna generate stuff. We see Cortex's face. Yeah. Alright, get that shit to blow up. Oh, nah! Please! Have mercy! Alright. You saw how they looked in horizontal. Now that's how they look in vertical. It's kind of like those temple levels. Like, what was that called? I forget, but the other one's called Jaws of Darkness. It's like those inside temple levels, only it's technology. Let's hit the exclamation. It makes a bridge happen. Who wants a bonus? I do. Let's go over the bonus bridge. To the bonus bridge. Now this section right here, I'm not even going to collect these things properly, because that platform will fall down after a set amount of time, and I do not want to be on there when that happens. There it goes. It's the only time in the game something like that happens, so it caught me off guard at least once. Might catch you off guard too, so I'm just telling you for your own protection. Wear protection whenever you're playing Crash Bandicoot. Especially when you see those pictures of Tawna. Oh yeah. I mean, if you're a dude. If you're a woman into woman. But, I mean, yeah. Either way, if you're into someone like that, wear protection. You know, usually the fourth wall is a good enough prevention tactic of things like that. And it's already time for the bonus. Bonus round! That's what I do see. I'm back in the Mushroom Kingdom. Not really. Alright, there's no stable ground until I get to the end. Not too shababbies. 57%! That's a number. Yeah. Let's keep it on going down. How now, brown clown? Just add an extra 2 letters there. All clowns have cow somewhere. Of course, I really wouldn't be around for the invention of mad clown disease. Makes your brain all funny. Okay, forget that guy. Don't touch him. Does that thing look like... Yes, that thing is a submarine, but they make it look like an eyeball. Also, did Cortex invent drones? Who knows? The biggeth vine riggeth. I don't know why I thought they'd get in the way of breaking my boxes, but I guess it just makes me feel better when there's no enemies on the screen. It's because of my first-person shooter habits, honestly. Which is not a bad thing. Just, it tends to be like... I tend to be like, I'll kill enemies when they're there. Even though they shouldn't be that important, which they're usually not. Alright, let me jump over this way, fella babellas. Fella's got my kick. I got my checkpoint. I got this little life. This little life of mine. Alright, just go to the side. This level's pretty lo-fi, you know. 24/7 beats that YouTube keeps wanting to show me. I'm like, why would I... Don't recommend me a 24-hour, 7 days a week stream. Really don't. Don't do that. I have online radio stations for such things. Now, if it's like someone constantly streaming a live TV series, which I've seen on some other websites, actually. It's like their equivalent of cable. Well, I don't know how exactly I feel about that, actually. Because if I'm, like, streaming for, like, friends or something, I would want them to have the ability to pause instead of trying to do an equivalent of live television. Kind of like if I'm actually streaming, you know what I mean? Not that kind of streaming. Although some people call it streaming when you're getting it from a stream service. But I call it streaming when it's you yourself who are doing the streaming. It gets confusing pretty quickly. So we need, like, one for the consumer and one for the consume E. Consume E. I don't even know. The product would be the consume E. Oh, look, it's special in crap. Think that counts as the yellow one? The orange one? The marigold gem? On the merry-go-round? Genesis? No, this is PlayStation. Genesis? No. No, this is Patrick. Alright, gotta get those. Where would I put this gem then? What level am I gonna backtrack to get this to use more effectively? Oh, upstream. Okay. I think this is the first... No, this is the second time we're going to see a gem in action. The first time was pretty inconsequential. It just had a few lives. Let's see what this gem leads to, shall we? And it feels refreshing, going back to a much previous level. It's like, oh yeah, shit's going to be easy. And even with the extra stuff that makes it not as easy, it still feels easy, so I don't worry about it too much. It's just like, look, a new area to explore. That's my favorite thing to do in a game like this. Show that fish how much it means to me. Doesn't mean a whole lot. We've been here before. Don't know what to say about those lily pads. This is like a type of level I specifically remember when first playing Crash Bandicoot, because I think it was just a hot seat take turn situation when I was in 3rd grade. Or it was just the fact that I was able to get as far as upstream before my recess was up, and then I decided to try something else. So, pretty good. You know, for someone who's never played too many 3D games because they barely existed. And going right into Mario 64 and Crash Bandicoot, good times. 96! Also, yeah, I did play original Quake way back then. Those are some fun facts for your 96 self. Alright, jumping on this is going to be weird, but I've kind of perfected the jump, so it's okay. And it's just got a life on that box. That's okay. This is not the only place for this gem. I did, however, need to get that. Closing Venus flytrap. Some do it automatically, so I don't have to worry about doing automatically. I guess they are the equivalent of piranha plants, in that sense that there's 2 of them that do different things but are essentially the same. And the palette swapped. Even in 3D, you can have palette swaps. Why? Because originality is wasted on the color palette. That's why. Alright, now we're actually going past the exit, which should mean we're going to a secondary exit. But what is more? Better. More of this level. Sweet, I say. The stream goes up further! Ah, whatever. You know, I still have a single mask. Although you gotta be more careful about the timing, since you have to make jumps onto moving lily pads. And pads with the name of Lily. Hi, I'm Lily, and this is my pad. Okay, Lillian. Tell us more about your MTV pad of The Bachelorette. Oh, wait. Okay. That was hardly that much more, but sure, fine. Perfecto Schlabecto. Ding da da da. Thanks. I couldn't have done it without you. You and your support. Although, I wonder what PBS does now. That public broadcasting station. They do something. You know, when Reading Rainbow's take on TV, it's not like they stopped. They just took it elsewhere. Until, like, somewhat moderately recently. Shall we move on? Then I will make it my case that I do the stuff, and then I case it up. Put it in my briefcase, going to travel long distances. Oh, hey, I like this level. Toxic Waste? Yeah, it's got good music, too. Might seem hard, I don't know. I got it pretty much all figured out. Alright, those guys are gonna Donkey Kong you. Well, this kick-ass music starts playing. Anyway, I do not support a toxic pollution plant, in case you were wondering. But how many video games are like, oh man, toxic waste? Ah, like, how did we decide the universal color of toxic waste was just this light, acidy green? I guess it kind of makes sense, but still. We've had other ones. I think we've had, like, blue, purple glowing, those kinds of things. Also, if I do this right, I'm going to get another color gem. So that's 2 color gems in one video. Truly our delight! Oh, it seems all cool now, but wait until the barrels start bouncing. Then you're going to have to, like, use your depth perception to its maximum. Do. Also, we're going to get some bonus in here, so that's going to be helpful to all my Zelpfuls. Go out, smash your head in! Smash the head? What? Alright, it's barrels of fun! Yeah, I wish it was that level. It's technically more fun to play Barrels of Fun in Doom 2 than this, even though this is fun. And this is like the only level of its kind, really. Although I guess it's should say its cousin is when I was going into that level with like the different forks. It's like the closest thing related to it. Excuse me, do you have a 1-up to spare? Thank you very much. Not like it matters. Like I said, I just like collecting 1-ups now, even when I clearly never needed that many in the first place. Usually I feel like I'm safe in a video game when I have like 20 lives. It's pretty much the point of I'm probably going to recover, regardless of how bad things get. And if it does get that bad, it's just like, well, don't need that video recording, do I? C-Box! C-Box run! C-DOS. C-DOS run. Yeah. Okay, bouncing to freedom. Also, the barrels do not technically need ground in order to bounce. That way they follow the same pattern, and I can just kind of, yeah. Oh, look out, friends! Oh, that's convenient for me. I can just take my time now. I don't think I'm gonna get that life, guys. I'll let the TNT deal with it. What? Did you see that? I was supposed to die right there. This is this did not happen during practice. This is the only time I've actually seen that happen, where I died into a bonus round and survived. I just cheated death. Can you believe that shit? My fucking god, dude. Man, I hope you guys like that moment. If there ever was a time to clip Game Wolf plays, it might be just at that moment. Because holy crap. Not that I want to talk about clipping. I just want to remind you that there is a clipping system every once in a blue moon. Just to remind you of YouTube features. Since it seems like there's gradually more and more as time goes on. Like that podcast stuff they added, even though I don't really need that. Like, I can see that being handy for just podcasters that aren't really YouTubers, or maybe someone who wants to do both. I don't know. Anyway, we're good. Just bumped him back in the next week. That's right, I sent him so far backwards, he like overdosed the score back into the future. Gotta go back to the future. Gotta go back to the future. This blue gem is quite wide, but skinny vertically. What I'm saying is that the blue gem is short stacked. Thank you, Pokemon Sapphire. You're full of those short stacked Pokemon, aren't you? All day, every day. Oh, okay. I guess to finish off this video, we're gonna do a boss battle. Sure. Let's go visit Pinstripe Potoroo, CEO of this toxic power plant that I guess fuels Cortex's stuff. Or something like that. Anyway, if you haven't figured it out, look, it's like a mobster or something. Straight out of, like, the 30s. I can tell because he has a Thompson gun. And I sure do love me a Thompson. A Tommy gun! Yeah, look, that's required. You know, there's a game with a mask in and a Tommy gun. I have to make the mask reference. He doesn't look too sane. I just hide behind this chair. I can actually hide behind the other chair at the right, but I just feel safer behind this one. He has to actually take time to reload, even though he doesn't actually do the animation. It's realistic. It's just like, hey, I need more bullets. Or maybe, like, his gun gets jammed. We could assume it's kind of unlimited, but that's just because he probably stocks ammo in his office anyway. So, for the time being, I accept this hammer space of bullets inside it. One's a scientist, the other's a businessman. Who wears a suit like that? It's like red with green and a black tie. That seems particularly strange to me. And I just murdered him. He's not coming back from that. Or is he? I don't really know. Okay, next time. The High Road, which is like Road to Nowhere, but more dangerous. Oh, this one's a treat. This isn't a treat. This one's a treat if you think it's gonna be that hard for me as you think it might. Nope. Again, for some reason I excel at something like that. Can't really tell you why.